Hello there, Internet. It's your favorite batshit crazy old dad. And I'm only saying that because this video is for my son, who I love more than anything in the entire world. And anyway, if the rest of the peanut gallery can name the song I was just playing, you get a gold star, okay? I don't think anybody's going to really know that unless they've seen the Blues Brothers movie or they're over probably 55 years old. But anyway, I digress. I had a great day today, and I just hung out with my kid, okay? My day started out with my phone going off at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I kind of just didn't even look at it. And I pretty much rolled back over and went to sleep because I usually don't get out of bed till the crack of noon. But the second phone call came in, and it was really, it was quite cool. It was my son called me up, and he's like, "Yo, Dad, what are you doing today?" You know? I don't know how a kid who grew up in upstate New York has a Brooklyn accent, but I guess he's hung out with all his right relatives, so he knows how to speak properly. But I don't know, I was just talking to my kid, and we started talking about this YouTube channel, you know, and he and his friends actually watch this channel. And really, the only reason I make these videos is for my son, you know, and maybe 3 or 4 other people in the entire world, you know. I mention friends of mine in my videos. I don't, you know, have any issues. I mean, I'm sure my friends have issues, you know, being associated with me. I'm sure the guys from Flux Capacitor don't want the world to know that they're any of my known associates or co-conspirators. But anyway, I was talking to my son, and he was telling me how him and his friends watch this YouTube channel, and how, you know, his friends were like, "Your dad, he's got it. It's perfectly, you know, he's great. You know, it's like he's got it down. You know, he's doing his thing." And I'm probably embarrassing him right now because he's watching this with his friends. But whatever, go screw you. I've supported your band for the last 3 years as much as I could with the instruments and the encouragement and all that. So whatever. But anyway, my son, he was talking to me about my videos and the things he was quoting me off my videos. It's like, wow, my son's actually paying attention to me. And I just thought that was remarkable, you know, because there is a special relationship between fathers and sons. You know, my dad was a pretty hard-ass prick on me my entire life. I mean, I still get blamed for shit. I'm 50, I'm going to be 52. Not next Saturday, next Friday. I'll be 52. I got a show Saturday, so I'm going to call that my birthday show this year. But anyway, I digress once again. There's a special relationship that fathers and sons have, you know, and I don't know, as a son, you don't want to disappoint your father. But now that I'm a father, I don't want to disappoint my son. Of course, my son's used to it. His whole life, he's known me as just one big-ass fuck-up and failure. And I guess he's used to it, you know? So I'm like, dude, if you want to hang out, like he called me the other day, and I was, I don't know, not in the best of shape. But he called me, I said, dude, how about this? Let's schedule an appointment to hook up. You know, meet up, go have lunch, go to grocery store, you know, go do shit. I mean, like today we went to the gun store. I had to get some new gun parts, you know. I got a few of my things came through. My background check got delayed, you know, because I'm sure there's like 8 other guys with the same name as mine, and half of them are robbing banks. Not me, but I bet you half of them are. And you know, so we went, I picked up my crap, and you know, we went to Arby's and got lunch, and you know, he helped me put something very heavy off my porch into the house that I'm probably going to need this weekend when the power goes out. You know, I took him to get his paycheck, and we went to the bank, and you know, just little crap like that. And but we were talking. He's like, your channel is so funny, and he was like talking to me about like all my videos, and I'm like, I know these videos because I recorded them myself. I made them all myself. So I've watched them at least a half a dozen times each. And that's a funny thing. If you watch your own videos, it doesn't count to the views on YouTube. So you can watch your videos as many times as you want. It's still not going to make your views go up. It's just how it works. But I had a really good time with my son today. And I guess that's why you got to be happy for the small things in life, you know. I'm no role model. I've never been a role model. As a matter of fact, I am a role model. Okay, here's how I'm a role model. Whatever you see me doing, do exactly the opposite, and you'll be successful. Because I've made every bad decision that I could ever possibly make in my entire life. You know, I mean, from day one. But I'm still alive. I don't know for how much longer. And that's why I keep making these videos. Yeah, I'm making them for a few people out in the world who are watching this, and maybe if I'm lucky, my band will post one of my videos randomly up on their Facebook page, or et cetera, something like that. But I'm making these basically for my son, and I'm making these basically for my grandchildren, because I don't know if I'm going to be around to see my grandchildren. But at least if I got my YouTube videos up, when those kids are old enough to accept the fact that, you know, their grandfather was a total fuck up and completely defective person. I mean, I admit, I'm a completely defective person. But, you know what? I have one thing that remains with me, and that's my son. And I don't think, you know, this is a few years ago when I was going through my 12 steps. I was talking to my one friend on the phone, and I was like, yeah, well, you go to the 12 steps and your life gets better, and, you know. And I said, my kid loves me again. And he was, I think, maybe 12. And he said to me, he says, I never stopped loving you. And it was like one of the most touching memories I have of my entire life. I mean, if my entire life was over, that would be the one thing I would want to be remembered for. So, I don't know. Most people have shitty, well, I mean, half the kids in this country are being raised without a father. Basically, that's the statistic. I think it's like 48%, you know, are being raised without a father. I might not have lived with my child because his mother was too busy with her serial boyfriends. But I was always there as best I could, you know. I mean, I was working a lot, but then I actually had a full-time job and I was playing in 6 bands. So, you know, I worked all day slinging drop wire for the phone company. And, you know, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and most of the time Sunday, I had shows to go to. But, I don't know. I think my son still loves me. I hope he does. And I'm going to get shit from him for making this video and putting it up, because I know him and all his buddies from his band are going to watch it. And they're going to be like, dude, your dad's like, they always go, your dad's so gay. And I'm like, cool, just don't call me a faggot, okay? And, because he did that once and I almost slapped him, because that's not a nice word to use. But, anyhow, I don't know. I made this bass. I made my son a bass pretty much exactly like this. It's like, I don't know. I forget what custom color this is. I think it's gorgeous, though. But I made him a 4-string version of this. This one's my 5-string version. And I was just sitting here trying to set it up. I got to readjust the nut. And, yeah, I got to actually file down the nut, the nut is this thing right here. I gotta tweak the intonation. I use badass bridges pretty much exclusively on all my Fender style instruments. I gotta tweak the truss rod, and the truss rod is right here. Maybe readjust the pickup height. But anyway, I made this bass so me and my kid had matching basses. So anyway, I don't know where this video is going. It's probably going no place. I love my son. I love him more than anything in the entire world. I mean, I think there's two people that I love most in this world. One's my son, one's my mother. I haven't seen my mother since November, and that was the first time I saw her in over a year. And I don't know, guys, like Holden Caulfield said at the end of Catcher in the Rye, the more you think about some people, the more you start to miss everyone. Anyhow, I guess this is depressing enough. Be good, be safe. If you're in the northeastern part of, well, I don't know, if you're within probably a 200 or 300 mile radius of where I am, good luck in the snow, be careful. Hope your power doesn't go out, and if it does, I got my kerosene heater ready to go. I got my wood stove ready to go. But yeah, just be careful. Be safe. Remember, I love you. Always. Keep on rocking in the free world. Good night, children.